Hello, gorgeous girls and beautiful boys, men and women. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Temi Nicolayo. So I'm always adding Peperimpe so that you see that I'm Peperimpe. Am I not? All right, so my name is Temi Nicolayo and I am a product manager. I am a product manager. Yeah. And what do we do on this channel? We talk about product management, especially for entry level product managers, right? If you've already made up your mind and you said, oh, okay, you know what, I'm going to be a product manager. All this tech coding, I don't want to do it. I want to be a product manager. You are here and we love you and we are happy to see you. I wanted to sing for you, but my voice is not giving today. So how was your week? Let me actually tell you how my week went. My week went, I was very hyper on Monday, although I usually do not like Mondays because Mondays are like back to back for me. But yeah, this week actually, I worked for my money this week. Then towards the end of the week, I felt a bit relaxed. Then another thing just happened. So let me tell you what happened. So you remember that there was a video I posted and I said I'm going to add my questionnaire link for my project and all of that. And yes, I got like 205 responses. And I saw my project supervisor some days ago, and guess what? I have to go back to the field and start collecting data again. Actually, it didn't say I should go back, but I felt like there were some things missing. So let me just explain. I'm using primary data. That means I have to go to the field to collect the data. And if I'm using questionnaire for the questions, right, there is usually, there are skills, not even one. There are skills you are going to use. So I have like optimism, resilience, self-efficacy, and all of those things. So there are already skills that people generated for you to use. So I missed out some questions in those skills. And to be honest, I feel like they are going to impact my project in a way that is not good. So I just decided that, you know what, I'm going to go back to the field and gather my data again. Some people have actually completed their project defense, and I'm still gathering data. So yeah, that is where I am currently. So if you see me, just give me a hug. But tell me why before you give me a hug. I'm not that. But yeah, so that was how my week went. How was your week? But I'm trusting God that this coming week is going to be more easier, more fun, more relaxing. In Jesus' name I pray. Somebody shout power. All right, so this week we are going into product management, really for entry level product managers, right? So I got a message some days ago, and the person said, "What is she to expect on her first day?" As a product manager, right? So I decided that, you know what, let's just do first week as a product manager. So we are going to be talking about what to do once you get that offer letter. What are you going to do once you step into that office? So you got the job offer, product manager, you've screamed, you've called your mom, you updated your LinkedIn with I am humble to announce. No, they are never humble. They will always say I am proud, or there's never humility in that their post on LinkedIn. So you've already posted on LinkedIn and you're there looking at yourself like then it's you. Wait, what do product managers actually do all day? So let's say your first day is Monday. You're already having like stress dreams about walking into meetings where everyone is speaking in acronyms. You remember all those acronyms there? So we go like, yeah, the OKR for Q4 need to align with the PRD before we can update the roadmap for JTBD analysis. And you're there like, it's only courses I've taken. No, I've never experienced this in my life. What am I gonna do? So relax, just take a deep breath. I'm here for you. I'm here to assist you. So today I'm giving you the day by day playbook for not just surviving, but absolutely crushing your first week as a product manager. I say power again. Say power. All right. So I'm going to assist you. So we are going to like act as if you are going to work each day and what are you to do. And yes, we are going to make this fun because being terrified is optional. So let's see, day one, what are you going to do? Day one, you are not an imposter, you are just new. I think my day one, actually my week one, I cried because it was really new and felt like I wasn't giving enough. It felt like, what am I even doing here? It was entirely new, and I felt I wasn't really confident at first. But then I had, let me just mention name. I had Joshua. Joshua was um this was at my last job rather. So Joshua was actually there for me, and all the way Joshua held my hand and he will tell me that, you know what, this is how you're going to do it, this is how you. So sometimes just pray that the person that they are going to assign you to, that is going to be your line manager, sort of, they are going to assist you. So yes, welcome to day one, where everyone pretends they remember your name. Here's the truth. Everyone is watching you on day one, though. Not in a creepy way, though. But in a, I wonder if this new PM is cool, or if they are going to make my life harder. Especially the developers. That is what their mission is. They want to look at you like, oh, who is this one that is wearing? I think during my interview, I wore heels, and I think that actually painted a picture. Like they had that picture in their head that this lady that wore heels, this person, so your mission, be the PM everyone wants to work with. So now there are some moves that you are going to make. The first one is manager speed date. Manager speed date. So we are talking about day one, right? So there are some power moves that you need to explore on your day one. So move one is the manager speed date. Before you touch Slack, before you go on Jira, before you do Figma, before you do all of those things, you need to organize your desk and get 30 minutes with your line manager, the person you are going to be reporting to. So let's assume that this is an entry level role, right? You are going to have a line man, even if it is not an entry level, there is somebody you are going to always report to. Even if you are the MD, you are still going to report to somebody. So let's just assume that, okay, you are entry level product manager, you will have a line manager, right? So quickly get on. I mean, even if it is not physical, if it is virtual, ensure you have that meeting. Check on that person. Ask what time is available so that you can block their calendar. You don't know that we do block calendar. So you block the person's calendar. So not the generic HR on board, it's not HR you have business with now. Not those ones that HR will tell you that these are the departments. Not that one. Like you have to meet with your direct line manager, a real conversation. That is what I'm talking about. So you have to ask this killer question: what does home run look like in my first 90 days? Not just success. So home run. You know when they say home run, hey. So it's not just what does success look like. Let me know, what am I gonna do? What is the home run gonna look like? What would make you regret hiring me? Yes, really, the answer is good. I hope that the person will be honest with you and they will tell you that, okay, you know what, these are the things that you could do that could make us say, oh Lord, we regret hiring this person. So the third one is, who are the three people I absolutely need to become best friends with? The person should be able, again, I pray that you meet someone that is very relaxed and will actually answer all of those questions, because some people will be like, you'll figure it out. You just there's a word, you as it goes. Sometimes at the first on the first day, rather, it's not as it goes. You need to ask some questions, and to be honest, you need to get answers to these questions. So the fourth one is, what's the one thing previous product manager did that annoyed everyone? You feel like you don't want to poke nose, or you don't want to, but seriously, you see that response, it is golden. If you're able to get it, it sets your feet on the solid rock. So the last question, this one is actually your cheat code. It tells you exactly what not to do. Sometimes, again, disclaimer: maybe the person that left was doing the right thing, but they don't like it. When something are very political in organization, they will want you to start doing what they want and maybe neglecting your job responsibility. So you should be able to discern. You should be able to discern when they are saying the truth or when they are just trying to attack the previous person. Disclaimer. So move number 2, become a product user, not just a product manager. In fact, for me, right, if I'm going into any interview and it's a digital product, I will go online, I will search for the product, I will download the product, I will use the product during interview stage. It's not when I get my offer letter. You'll be like, oh, they've not given me offer letter. Well, I just want to see, I just want to have so many, what do they call it, in my arsenal? You have weapons, not weapons, please, but I just want to have things to speak on during my interview. So it is not even when I get the job, even during interview stage, I started using your product. I want to come to the interview, I want to tell you, and sometimes I get rejected. Oh, I get rejection mail a lot. I do. Do you think because I have a YouTube channel? I do. Oh. They do reject me too. Oh Lord, tell me stop. But yeah, so that's it. So most times I download it during interview stage. But yes, once you resume, if you've not done that during interview stage, now is the best time for you to do it. So here's what product manager, here's what most product managers do wrong. They read documentation about the products. You start asking for PRD, my dear. Still chill on the PRD. Go and get the products. Go and download the products. Use the products. Your homework before lunch, your homework before 12 p.m. that you want to go on, you want to go and eat, you want to go and order your chickpeas. Chicken Republic. I like chickpeas a lot. If you want to buy anything from, just buy chickpeas. Yeah. So before you go and order for chickpeas, sign up as a real customer. Use your personal email address. Use your personal email. Sign up. Sign up. Then go through the entire onboarding flow. Oh, what does it look like? How many steps? The steps, are they not too much? Can we make it lesser? Do you get? Look through it. Go through the entire onboarding flow. Try to accomplish 3 real tasks a customer would do. So if it's an e-commerce application, try to, you will order. Maybe they will pay you salary at the end of the month. Just try to go through that flow, even if you not check out, even if you not place the order, check out, right? But just go through it. Okay, e-commerce, I want to place another, I want to search. What does the search looks like? What does the filter? Is the filter giving you what you need to get? Look at all of those things and screenshot every moment of confusion. So don't just put them in your head. I will remember. Take a screenshot. Remember why that picture is taken, because some of us will just start taking screenshots. We will not remember what the screenshot is for. So the pro tip is use your phone. Most products are designed on giant monitors by designers with perfect Wi-Fi. So please use your phone. Even in fact, go and use phone that is broken. Your customers are on a cracked iPhone screen with 2% percent battery in an Uber. So you too, well, just use what you have. But the thing, what I'm trying to say is, use the not so perfect phone to test that application. Do you get me? See what is wrong with that application. You have an Android device that you've not updated in a while. Go and pick it, because if you build an application for, let's say, people in government facilities, it's now that we their children, we are buying new gadgets for them. Oh. Some of our mommies and daddies, they are still using all those old phones. So go and get their phone. Use their phone to test the application and see everything that is wrong with the application. Okay, move number 3, right? The I'm not scary, I promise introduction. Well, you are scary. I don't like you. But really, you need to send a Slack message to your team channel. The reason why I'm mentioning Slack is because some organizations, they actually use Slack. Some use Teams. I don't know. Teams may be too, because you have to create like channels, or you have to create like a group. Then people that you've not already spoken to, you want to come and put them in a group. I will remove myself. Yeah, I will remove myself because I don't know you. So yeah, Slack is like very good. Or probably if it's a WhatsApp group that is already there and they've added you to the WhatsApp group, you can just throw a message out. You need to send a Slack message to the team channel. Make it human. Don't go and copy something. In fact, you should be able to introduce yourself without going to chat GPT, cloud, all those AI tools to help you introduce yourself. Do you get me? You don't need AI to introduce yourself. So the bad intro is, hello team, I'm excited to leverage my experience to drive synergistic outcomes. English is hard. You're not going to speak that English to me and you think I'll understand. This is not nice. That's too much. They don't understand. No, I'm not saying that they are dumb, but it is too much for an introduction. But a good intro should look like, hey team, my name is Temini Kolayo. In fact, whenever I mention my name, people do listen, because they'll be like, wow, what's such a beautiful name. Yes, hey team, my name is Temini Kolayo, your new product manager. You laugh, you smile. Aramis, did you watch that K drama? There's one K drama that's Hermes, I don't know, quick feels. So you just tell them that, okay, I make terrible coffee. Yeah, and I asked way too many questions, and I'm genuinely excited to learn from all of you. I promise to listen more than I thought this week, and we will see how this goes. Just say it like that. Be playful. Let them know that, oh, this person, we can approach her. So let's grab coffee. Whenever you see me on the hallway, just tell me that let's grab coffee. Just make it relaxing. Don't be too product manager. We understand you. So you know what? You see the difference between the bad intro and the good intro. You are human, not a corporate robot. Now, the day one survivor metric is that if you end the day knowing 5 people's name and understanding one customer pain point, you are a winner in the Lord Jesus. In that organization, you're a winner. So you remember 5 people's name. Don't let me say this, but if you remember, you are better than me. You're actually better than me. If you remember 5 people's name on your first day, oh, you are better than me. Now let's go to day 2, the coffee chat speed run. the coffee chat speed run. So the secret weapon of great PMs: shut up and listen. Day two, still keep quiet and listen. I know what you want to share your brilliant ideas. I know you spotted 47 things wrong with the product in your first hour, but please resist the urge to shalaye. Shalaye is explain in Nigeria, in Yoruba, we say shalaye. So resist the urge. Okay, it's urge. Resist the the huge urge to shalaye. Don't do that. Don't do that. So your job this week is not to fix things, it's to understand why things are the way they are. So the strategic chat, coffee chat lineup, right? The strategic coffee chat lineup. What you are going to do is you need to book 30-minute chats with your engineering lead, the most important relationship. The engineering lead. If you can get your engineering lead on board, I feel like you can get things done with the developers. You get so you get like you get on the call, probably chat with your engineering lead. You do your designer to your creative partner in crime. You have to meet with them. You also have to meet with the salesperson. They talk to customers all day, so they know what customers are going through. A customer success rep, they hear the complaints. So everything customers are saying they don't like about your application, go and meet a customer success rep. A senior PM from another team. This one is your survivor guide. Do you understand? You need to talk to all of those people. Two engineers on your team. So learn what makes them thick. Learn it. Two engineers. You can just be the front end developer and back end developer. You know, this is different from your engineering lead. Well, except if the engineering lead is the only developer in the organization, sha. So the magic questions framework, what you are going to do, this is a bad question. How do things work here? Too vague, you get a vague answer. That is to how do things work here. It works like this now. We do go from Scrum call to this way. But a good question would be, walk me through what happened the last time we launched a feature. Who was involved? What went smoothly and what was chaotic? Those are the things that you should ask. So another bad question is, what should I know? Again, too broad. That's too broad. What should I know? You need to know my name. You need to know how much I earn. You need to know what time I close, what time I reach. So the good question is, if you could change one thing about how we build products here, what would it be? So the question that unlocks everything. The thing is, at the end of every coffee chat, ask who else should I talk to that I haven't met yet. So each person you are meeting, the designer, the salesperson, you should always ask them, oh, so who else do you think I should talk to? So when you ask this question, it does two things, right? It helps you map the organization. That's the first thing. And secondly, the person will recommend their work friends, giving you a natural introduction. So they will always recommend people that if you will make life easier for you if they are good people. But sometimes they will go and bring some people that they will know that they will challenge you. Do you get? But the thing is, you should always ask those two. I mean, you should always ask them. Each person you meet, ask them. Okay, so who should I talk to next? Who should I talk to next? So the secret sauce is that you need to take notes during conversation. You see those conversations you are going to be having, you should take notes. You can use your phone, you can use notebook and a pen, not typing on your laptop, because this way it will look like you are not giving them attention. You are talking to somebody about what you should know about the organization. You are bringing out your laptop. In fact, I don't even want you to use your phone. Get a notebook and write out things. Write it. Don't mind your handwriting. We know that your handwriting is not fine, but write things that should be you alone. You alone. You can read your handwriting. So if you are using your phone or your laptop, you may get distracted. You are listening to somebody. A message might just pop up, and you might want to respond to it. That person doesn't have time, my dear. They don't have time. So use a notebook. Put your phone like this, the screen of your phone, let it face this way. Put it on silent. Put it on do not disturb so that you can get the most of your day. So use pen and paper because, like I said, when you quote someone back to back, when you quote someone back to back, or when you go back and tell them that this is what you said to me weeks later, they feel like, oh, so you were really paying attention. They feel heard. That is it. So, and people love working with PMs who actually listen. So that is what you should do. Use pen and paper. And there is also the emotional roller coaster. By day two, you have heard 15 different opinions about what's most important. Everyone always have like priorities. So this person's priority might be different from, in fact, it might be conflicting. This person's priority might be different from this person's priority, and this person might be selfish with their priority, and it will not align with this person's priority. So you might have heard so many contradictory opinions, right? And it will get very, very overwhelming. But remember, this is normal. It is normal. You are going to get over, even till now. Remember I told you a few minutes ago that I was really, really overwhelmed, and this is me doing management for how many years now. So yes, sometimes it gets overwhelming. It is normal. And you know what? Sales, they'll be like, oh, we need feature X now, or we will lose deals. Engineering will come to you, they will tell you feature S is technically impossible. Customer success will tell you nobody asked for feature S, they want Y. Your manager will tell you, why are we even talking about X? We have to focus on Z. See, the truth is, everybody, they will always have different opinions, different contradictory opinions. Good luck to you if you have team members that are actually aligned. So your job is not to solve this on day two. It is to document the chaos so you can make sense of it later. Now let's go to day three. Become a data detective. That is what you are going to do. On day three, we're almost done, except if you work around the clock 7 days in a week. So yes, time to investigate what's really happening with your product. You want to know. I think at day three, there are some companies, Sha, but sometimes they don't. There are really some very nice companies, so they will allow you to do onboarding for like maybe a week, 2 weeks before they assign you to your products that you are going to be managing. Some other companies, as you are entering like this, they already they're already mapping you to the Jira board. Do you get? So what? Here's what where you separate the PMs who think they know what's going on from the PMs who actually know. The one who thinks and the one who actually know. Mission to find the truth in the numbers. Step one, you need to hunt down the dashboards. You need to hunt down the dashboard. So you ask someone, where do we track product metrics? You are looking for user growth, activation rates, retention, feature usage, NPS, CSAT scores, all of those things. You are looking for them. That is how you need to hunt down the dashboard. Now, the next step is become a customer feedback junkie. You need to become a customer feedback junkie. So you spend 2 to 3 hours diving into support tickets. You need to read the last 50. What are people actually struggling with? App Store reviews, sorted by recent, even the ones that you should read them, because yes, it's odd, but you do it anyway. You need to get on sales call recordings, listen to prospects. What questions do they ask? What makes them hesitate? You need to go get on their call, even if they did not record it, probably their notebook. Just see, okay, they spoke to XYZ clients, prospective clients, right? What did this person say? Oh, they want on this application that we've not yet done. Customer interviews, find any recent user research, listen to customers in their own words. So you need to do all of those things, right? The pattern recognition game is that as you read feedback, you start making patterns. Okay, confusing onboarding, it was mentioned 12 times. They can't export data. This was mentioned 8 times. Mobile app crashes. This one was mentioned like 23 times. What is happening? So you just create like a simple document with, okay, top customer, this one pain point. So you list out the pain points. There is an evidence, you attach it to it. Pain point number 2, evidence, attach it to it. Pain point number 3, like that. So because why this matters is in 2 weeks, right? Someone's going to say we should build one beautiful feature, and you say interesting. I noticed in my first week that 23 customers mentioned this particular existing problem. Should we fix that first? Do you see? They will know that this person is not just here to collect salary. This person is here to do the work. So boom, you just earn credibility with data, not opinions. Now the step number 3 is roadmap archaeology. That is the third step. Roadmap archaeology. So you need to find your product roadmap. It might be in Jira, Linear, or Monday.com. I know Jira. Do you know Linear? Most people actually know just Jira, maybe Trello or something. There's actually Linear, and I've been using Linear for the past few months, and actually amazing, right? So a fancy road mapping to like product board, a Google Sheets. If your company is really, really, let me say it, but yeah, Google Sheets. Someone's head, if your company is chaotic, right? So your goal is not to judge it; it is to understand what is being built right now, what's coming next quarter, what's in the someday or maybe graveyard, and what are these things to prioritize. What are we going to prioritize? Why were these things, the other ones they built, why were they prioritized, and what are we going to be prioritizing next? So you have to do this. Now on day 4, let's say, okay, you are now going from data to day 4, data day 3, then you are going into day 4, right? So you need to decode the system. You need to decode the system. Welcome to the meeting marathon. So by day 3, your calendar looks like a game of Tetris. it's going to be because so many teams want to meet with you. The new recruitment on board, or how do they say, the new boy on the block or something. See, I don't even know. But yet, you've got scrum calls, sprint planning, backlog refinements, and something called a sync that nobody can explain. There's always a weekly sync. So your mission is understand how stuff gets built. That is what you want to do. You need to shadow everything. This week you are going to be observing. Next week you will participate. But for now, just watch and learn. There's going to be daily scrum call, like 10 to 15 minutes. You need to monitor who speaks and who stays quiet. Why is this person quiet? Why is this person the loudest person in the room? Do people actually share blockers or just say no blockers? If there are no blockers, you are excellently perfect. So maybe you should come and employ me. So you also need to understand the vibe. Is it energized? Is it exhausted? Somewhere in between, you want to know those things. And also, you go into sprint planning. Yeah, decisions made about what goes in the sprint, who has veto power, do they use story points, backlog refinements, how detailed are the requirements, do engineers push back on unclear tickets, what questions come up repeatedly. So you need to note all of those things during those calls, and you need to take mental notes. Team seems frustrated when requirements are vague. Sarah the engineer always asks about edge cases. If Sarah should see her name in your notebook, you will hear. But those are the things that you should get familiar with. Also, tool time, you need to look at Jira, Linear, practice creating a ticket. You know, you're a newbie, so you should also learn how to do those things. If you cannot do it, ask questions. You need to understand the workflow, look how to filter and search, Figma or Sketch, where design lives. Like, you should get familiar on day 4. You should start getting familiar with all of those things, right? So you don't just stay and start looking. Like, you should get familiar with those things. Now you need to also find the product doc. So if there is an onboarding guide, check it. Okay, when I use the product initially, this onboarding guide, is it still the same as what they've built? Has anything changed? Don't try to master everything. Just know where things are and who to ask when you need help. Those are the things that you need to do. And then this is actually key. You should listen. You should listen. A bad PM will not listen. They just write vague tickets, disappearing during sprints, and all of those things. Those are bad behavior. Bad boy, don't do that. So you should ensure that you are there in the calls, you are listening to things and all of that. On your day 5, right, you should share what you've learned. You should share what you've learned. So on your day 5, let's say it's Friday, time to show your work. You spend 4 days being a sponge. Now it's time to squeeze that sponge in a good way, right? So you need to create your week 1 of observation documents. So what is it going to look like? My first week as a PM, Teminikolayo, key learnings, what I learned about the product. You should write specific observation about product strengths, specific observation about product weaknesses. So what I learned about my customer, top 3 pain points I heard repeatedly. So you should also write those things, questions that customers are always asking. And you should also note questions you are still pondering. Do you get me? So why do something you observed? How do we balance trade off you notice? What's the history behind this decision? Potential quick wins, just ideas. So you should make sure that you map out things, that questions that you are still pondering, that would now be what you throw to the team the following week. So those are some of the things that you should do. Now, the critical farming is, notice how everything is framed as observations, not just judgments. You are not judging anybody. Like I said, even when they tell you that this product manager that left did XYZ, it's not your business. You just want to pick from what they did not do very well, right? So that you don't do it, because somebody will come, they will still mention you to that you did not do something very well. We are not so perfect after all. So full of questions, not declarations. You are full of questions. You are not just saying, you out, you out, you out. So acknowledging what you don't know. Like I said, you're a newbie, not in a derogatory way, newbie like you are new to it, right? You should offer ideas, not demands. You should not say, okay, I want this, I want this. There are some people that will tell you that, oh, where I'm coming from, oh, we don't use Jira, this is what we use. My dear, you better calm down. You better calm down, because toasting engineers everywhere, they are not going to like you. To be honest, that's one way for engineers not to like you. When you come on board and you're telling them that you cannot use this tool, this is because this is the tool that they've been using. So bad is the onboarding flow is broken and we need to fix it immediately. That's actually a bad comment to make. The good one is, I noticed some friction in the onboarding around step 3. Is this a known issue? What prevented us from addressing it? I would love to understand the history. Can you see the difference? One makes you sound arrogant, one makes you sound curious and collaborative. So you need to share it strategically. Send this doc to probably your manager. In fact, I know that there are organizations that your first week they want to see what you've learned. They will tell you at the beginning of your week that, oh, this is what they expect at the end of your week. They will tell you to share that with them. Yeah, they will. So your immediate team, after your manager, right? You should share it with your immediate team. Maybe a few stakeholders if your manager think it's appropriate, right? And also the response you are looking for is people should reply with when you've shared all of these things, right? People should reply with, oh, great observation. Here's the context on this question. Yes, quick win. Number two should would be super helpful. Like those are the things that you'll be getting. So it's not just a status update. You are demonstrating that you pay attention, showing how you think, you are inviting collaboration and feedback, you are building credibility through humility, and you are setting yourself up for quick wins. Like people would like you because they like people that are very detailed. So you need to plan your week too. Before you close your laptop on Friday, you need to block time for so let's see, before you close your laptop on Friday, right, you need to block time for product deep dive. So you use every feature, break things on purpose, technical reading, more stakeholders meeting, first contribution, team lunch or happy hour. This one should be done by probably your team members to welcome you on board, but if they do not do it, sha, maybe you can just buy chewing gum from everybody for everybody or something. So that's just it. You need to send quick thank you messages to everyone who helped you this week. Hey Marcus, thank you for explaining the analytics setup. Your walkthrough of how we track activation was super clear. Looking forward to learning more from you. Why this matters is because people remember PMs who show genuine appreciation. You are building a reputation as someone who value others' time and expertise. So that is it. Now, don't be the PM that the first mistake that you should avoid is the solution guy or girl syndrome. You always have the solution. You think those people that are there, they don't know what's up. Hey, at Google, we did this. At this one, we did this. When I was at startup, this one, we solved this by we know, but gradually you have to initiate that. So gradually, not that you just come on board and everything. It is bad because you don't have context yet for why things are the way they are. So do this instead. I've seen teams approach the problem in different ways. What have we tried? What has worked and what hasn't? So it's better that way rather than say, you think they don't know Google. They don't know that your startup that you're mentioning. So the second mistake to avoid is ghosting the relationship building. PM, they don't see you. They don't even know you. It's only your voice. In fact, if it is virtual, if you guys are working remotely and probably your first day, it's actually remote. When you're on the call, you can put on your video so that they will see your face. If you're working with a remote team, you can just on your first day, even the first week, you can just do it. So people you had a call with on Monday might not be the set of people you have calls with on Tuesday like that. So try and put on your video throughout that week. Then the mistake number three is the timeline trap. The day scenario is someone asks, when can we deliver this one? Your own response is 2 weeks. 2 weeks out. So you know the capacity of everybody. You don't know. You don't have idea of about the scope. You don't understand the team's velocity. You don't even know who else is in flight. Like you don't know if the team is complete. So don't just say something like that. The great question would be, the great response would be, I'm getting up to speed on our current commitments and the team's capacity. Let me dig into this and get back to you with a realistic estimate. Simple. Even your team members will be like, our guy supporting us. Do you get? And trashing previous decisions. That's mistake number four. You shouldn't do that, please. You understand decisions are made in context. You are seeking to learn, not judge. You respect people's past work. Like I said, it's not just about you just coming out and say, oh, this is what I see. The person did da 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 da. You rubbish people's work. It is actually very bad. The mistake number five is the midnight oil trap. The mistake trying to learn everything in week one. You better go and sleep. Better go and once your closing hour is there, better carry your bag and be going. Better be going, you should relax. They see the battle belongs to is the fight is still ahead. So you should relax. You will still work very well, but just relax. It's your first week, right? And the mistake number six is keeping the dumb questions. There are no dumb questions. Oh. There are no dumb questions because even when it's not clear, tell the developer, oh, what do you mean? oh, what is this? Is this what you are trying to explain? Like, do not skip the dumb questions. There is always gold in those dumb questions, if only it can be broken down properly. So those are some of the things that you should do. The mindset that wins. Because here's the truth, right? Week one is psychologically brutal. So your brain will tell you everyone else knows what they are doing except me. I'm going to be exposed as a fraud. I should know this already. They made a mistake hiring me. Seriously, those are some of the things I said to myself on my first day. But seriously, it's not like that. It's not like that. That senior engineer who seems so confident, they felt the same way they felt their first week, right? What I started doing is everyone started from the scratch, and I want to believe if they are humans like me, probably they also went through this. So you look at it like, oh, the senior engineer, the marketing manager who is asking you questions, they are just as confused about products as you are about marketing. So don't beat yourself up too much. So week one, I have no idea what I'm doing. Week two, oh, I'm starting to get this. Week three, like that. You see, week four, you are saying, wait, this is way more complex than I thought. See, the thing is, as it goes higher, sometimes you come back and be like, ah, I don't even know anything. Then month three, you're like, okay, now I actually understand the landscape. Then month six, you're saying, I got this. But true is that even month seven, you might go down again. There's always like sometimes that you feel like, I don't even know. I don't even know. So there is also the permission slip. You are allowed to not know things. That's the first one. You are allowed to make mistakes, but don't go and make mistakes like something that will cost your organization a lot of money. If you go and press control spoil, I'm begging you, don't do that. Then sleep number three is you're allowed to be overwhelmed. You're allowed to cry. I cried, like I said, I cried. With sleep number four, you're allowed to ask for help. In fact, this is your time to ask for help. A lot. Ask for help because that help may not come. You may not have that time to be asking for those tiny helps later. So always ask for help. Don't be comparing yourself with others. Don't do that. You are doing well. See, what you see is other PM posting about their amazing launches and crushing Q4 goals. What you don't see, their messy first weeks, their imposter syndrome, and also their mistakes. So stop comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel, right? Don't do that. So just keep on going, keep moving. Don't get scared. Week one is draining. Yes, we understand. But just do all of these things that I mentioned. Schedule breaks, eat actual food, move your body, set a hard stop time, debrief with someone, celebrate small wins. Like always do some of those things and also reflect. By Friday, right, you should have met with your manager and aligned on expectations, add coffee with some team members, use the product extensively, including mobile, using the product on a mobile device, reviewed metrics, dashboard, and customer feedback, attended sprint ceremonies, and observed team dynamics, built genuine relationships. Like you should have done so many amazing things that very first week. So if you've checked off most of this, you crushed your week one, to be honest. So it's what you should ask yourself is, oh, how did I do? How did I do? How did I do? So your week one is about listening. Don't beat yourself too much. It's about listening, getting to know people. So when you finish your first week, I want you to do something for me. Take a screenshot of your week one observation doc, or just write down three things you learned. Then come back to this video and leave a comment telling me, oh, one surprising thing you discovered, one relationship you are grateful you built, and one thing you are still trying to figure out. So I read every comment and I love hearing about people's first week experiences. Plus, it will be amazing to look back in 6 months and see how far you've come. So you can just drop a comment here. And before you go, we are coming to the end of the video. Don't beat yourself. I'm going to say this again. Don't beat yourself. You are there to learn. You are entry level. It is internship. It is or volunteering. You're a volunteer rather, even if it is not paid or it is paid. Just give it your best shot. But don't beat yourself too much. You are there to learn. You are there to ask questions, ask for help. You are allowed to make mistakes even. You're allowed to get overwhelmed. So if this video helped calm your nerves, even a little, right? Just a bit. If it calmed your nerve, right? You know what we do here? We hit the like button, we subscribe, and we actually share videos like this to our entry level families. And what do I want to say next? If you have any entry level friend, tell them to come and subscribe to our video. So take a deep breath, go into Monday with curiosity, not fear. Ask the dumb question, build those relationships, be the PM your team is excited to work with. You are going to absolutely crush it. I am trusting, counting on you. Do you get me? So now get up, go and crush it. Go and get, today is Saturday. Go and iron your clothes. That is, don't worry that, oh, the towels will be doing come. Let it do come. Go and wear that bombastic heels. You're gonna crush it. I love you. See you next week. Bye.